Hey guys, what is up? And welcome to my review of my week 2 picks. Dipped a little bit from last week. Last week was 10-5-1. And so week 1 was 10-5-1. I say last week, but this is coming out on Saturday. The day before the week 3 game. So week 1 I was 10-5-1. Week 2 I was 10-6. So just barely, by that, digressed. So. This was a little bit, this was bad. This was a bad week. I would say not really for my picks, but, yeah. Ben Roethlisberger needing season-ending elbow surgery. Drew Brees is out multiple weeks with his, thumb injury. It's going to be a crazy week in week 3. And be on the lookout tomorrow for my prediction video. But let's get into this. So, you had the Buccaneers at the Panthers. This was Jameis Winston, first overall pick, basically. It's really iffy on who you get. So you gotta be cautious if you pick the Buccaneers to win. You don't know which Jameis you're getting. And then Ravens at Cardinals. I didn't expect this game to be that close. By the way, I did pick the Panthers, and I did pick the Ravens, so. But, this game was closer than I thought it was going to be. Cardinals' defense is better than Miami's. Which, by the way, Steelers got Minka.
Stop it. Get some help.
So, yeah. Oh, if you hear anything, we're getting some. We had our trees cut down today, and they're taking off some branches from dead trees from our neighbors. Anything dead that's hanging over the house or anything like that, it's coming down. So if you hear anything, that's what that is. Alright, then you got the Cowboys at the Redskins. So, Cowboys. I did pick them to win this game, correct? Yes, I did. Sorry, a little out of order. For some reason, instead of using NFL.com to make my picks, I used Bing or whatever, Google, whatever into Bing. I think it's Google. I don't know why I thought it was Bing. It is Google. But they have it in a separate order kind of thing. All the 1 o'clock games are all messed up. So, but I did pick the Cowboys to win this game, and so far, Dak Prescott has surprised me a little, but I'm going to say a little. If he had done this against, like, the Patriots, and who's another really, really good team? Actually, you know what? Buffalo has the #1 pass defense in the NFL right now. If he had done it against the Bills and the Patriots, or the Chiefs, or like some really good team like that, I'd be more surprised and shocked. But he did it against the Giants and the Redskins. Yes, both are division rivals, but come on, they're the Giants and the Redskins. Colts and Titans. I picked the Titans to win this game, but here we are. Jacoby Brissett has surprised me so far. And I can't wait to see how much more he can provide for the Colts, with Andrew Luck having retired. Alright, Seahawks and Steelers. I did pick my Steelers to win this game, hoping, it was a bad game by everyone. It was in New England. This is the first home game. They're going to rally. And here we are. Seahawks ended up winning. Ben Roethlisberger, something was wrong with his elbow. I think I've heard since the preseason something has been off with his elbow. Not serious, but something's just been off. That's what it was. Whatever was in his elbow that was causing him discomfort, affecting his accuracy, all that stuff. The straw that broke the camel's back finally it gave. And now he's having season-ending surgery. Mason Rudolph is now the quarterback of the Pittsburgh Steelers. I was very high on Mason when he was coming out of Oklahoma State and going through the draft process. I was very high on him. I was also high on Josh Allen. Those were my 2 favorite guys besides Sam Darnold. But I knew the Steelers had no shot at Darnold. Excuse me. Trying to fight back yawns. I don't know why I always yawn. It's because I'm not breathing. I'm talking. I'm not breathing enough. But I knew they had no shot at Sam Darnold, so I'm like, okay, Allen or Rudolph. That's going to be the first round quarterback. It eventually became clear Josh Allen is not going to be there when the Steelers pick. So I moved on to strictly Mason Rudolph. I'm like, that's it. That's their guy. They're going to pick him in the first round. And he'll sit for a couple years behind Ben. It'll be... mwah. Well, there you are. They did get him. They got him in round 3, though, which I'm super surprised that he was still there. But I think he's going to play very, very well. Now, I've seen some analysts say, yes, he played well in college. I think he's going to do well here. I've seen some, players say it, whether they're former or current. And I've seen some analysts say, we're supposed to trust this kid who played one half of meaningful football. Preseason's preseason. Who knows if he's actually going to succeed? I think he is. I have faith in him. Bills at Giants. I picked the Bills. Yay! The Bills are 2-0. Good for them. They went 4-0 in the preseason. They're 2-0 now. Who says preseason? No. Let's be real. They faced the Giants and they faced the Jets. Not exactly the toughest competition. But right now they're moving. And I can see them, I know I'm going to talk about this in my predictions. I could see them winning against Cincy. And then they go into, I think, the games against New England, but in Buffalo. That's probably where they're going to suffer their first loss. But we'll get there when we get there. Tom Brady could always, get hurt. Or, linebacker lays a perfectly legal hit, and the refs tell them, hey, lay off Tom. But let's move on. 49ers at Bengals. I picked the 49ers. I had faith in Jimmy G. I knew what he's capable of. And again, it's the Bengals, but boom. Right there. Now, I'm going to call out a certain man. Yo, Toke Nasty. You picked the Bengals. You had no faith in Jimmy. Alright. Oh, man. What am I doing? Let's go. Chargers at Lions. I did pick the Chargers here, and... oof. Big oof. Now, I don't know. I didn't watch the game, but they could potentially be missing Derwin James and Melvin Gordon. I'll see. The running backs played well week 1. Can they bounce back in week 3? Vikings at Packers. I did take the Packers here. Yes, I did. Just looking down to make sure. I did take the Packers here. They did win. Man. That defense for... Jeez. That defense for Green Bay may end up being the real deal. Again, you're facing Mitch Trubisky and Kirk Cousins, though. So take it how you will. But I think Green Bay's back, and I think they can be contenders to go deep into the playoffs. Maybe not get to the Super Bowl, but they can contend in the playoffs, I think. As of right now. Jags at Texans. I took the Texans, but I did not expect it to be this close, and I know how that game ended. Jacksonville. Why? In God's name. Let me put this where that... hold on. There we go. Cool. Why in God's name, when you can tie the game at 13, at the end of the game, when you're down 13-12, you can kick the extra point, you can tie it. Why would you go for 2? No faith in your defense? Because that's what it sounds like to me. Like, if you had faith in your defense, you would have kicked the extra point and either said, we're going to beat them in the last seconds, or, we're going to be able to stop them in the final seconds, or we're going to, be able to win in overtime. That's what that told me. If you had kicked it and you had trusted your defense. You don't trust your defense right there. That's what that told me. Patriots at Dolphins. Was there even a question of who would win? Now, I did say Patriots always struggle in Miami. But this is a different Miami team than in years past. They are tanking, and it almost seems like they are tanking on purpose. The competition committee is thinking about looking into the Dolphins. Are they tanking on purpose to get a better pick? If so, do they move to the NBA system and have a lottery? You don't know where you pick until the lottery happens. Or do you continue with what you have, the worst team gets the best pick, but the Dolphins are tanking? They're going to tank this year, and they may take a quarterback. I feel so bad for Josh Rosen. By the way, he is starting. But I feel so bad for him that he has to go through this. And also, the Patriots have cut Antonio Brown. Boom. I knew he wouldn't play the whole year for them. I knew it. I knew it was going to be a few weeks. Now, did I think it was going to be one game? Nope. He was on the team for less than 2 weeks. Let that sink in. Less than 2 weeks. And if the Patriots can't fix him, no one can. If he plays again, it'll be for the NFL veteran minimum at his position. And it'll have no guaranteed money. That's if he plays. Drew Rosenhaus, what are you doing, man? Drop him. Drop him as a client. Let him go. But yeah, there was really no doubt the Patriots would win. It was just a question of, are they going to struggle a little? Chiefs at Raiders. I picked the Chiefs. Raiders fans. Dope. For a while. 10-0. You guys felt real good, huh? Chiefs go on to score 28 unanswered and win the game. Saints at Rams. I picked the Rams, not knowing, Drew Brees was going to end up getting hurt, but he did. Rams ended up winning this game. Now, who starts at quarterback is the big question. Is it going to be Teddy Bridgewater or is it going to be Taysom Hill? I say Teddy starts and you use Taysom more often than you would with Drew. Bears at Broncos. I picked the Broncos, knowing the Bears' performance back in week 1. But Bears ended up winning on a field goal. They finally have their kicker, guys. Eagles at Falcons. I believe I picked the Eagles here. I did. Man, Falcons fans. Yo, Nelson Aguilar, you good, man? Dropped a freaking right in your bread basket. Went and hit you right where he needed to, and you dropped it. Bro. And then Falcons win on a game-winning touchdown by Julio? Come on. Browns at Jets. I did pick the Browns here. I was hoping there would be an upset. I was hoping I'd be wrong. But Browns won. Congratulations, you're 1-1. When people had... Now, granted, you can't... It's not like you can't go 1-1 and not go to the Super Bowl. But the way I've seen the Browns play, they ain't making the Super Bowl. They may not make the playoffs. Because they are averaging 13 penalties a game. They had 18 penalties week 1. Week 2, they had 8 penalties. The Jets were missing 7 starters. And Baker looked awful. I don't know if it's that sophomore slump, or if people finally have tape on him and like, yo, we know how to figure this dude out. You show him one thing, right at the line, and then right at the snap, it's something completely different. And he's like, teams are figuring you out, Baker. There's a reason why you were a walk-on. And here's the thing, I'm all for a good feel story. Walk-on kid, always doubted because he was undersized, becomes the first overall pick. Just one problem. He's a dickhead. And that's where he loses me. I would not have drafted Baker because of his attitude. The crotch grabbing, the running from police, his attitude, his cocky, like... You can be like, yeah, I'm a good quarterback. You can have confidence. But when you get arrogant, you get cocky, done. I'm done at that point. Like Sam Darnold, I knew he was going to be good. Now, has he proven that yet? No. Josh Rosen, I said he has an attitude like Aaron Rodgers. Is he going to play like Aaron? Who the hell knows? Lamar Jackson, not my kind of quarterback, not the Steelers kind of quarterback, but he's going to be a good quarterback in this league. And he's proven that now. Now, granted, again, he's played the Dolphins and the Cardinals. Play the Patriots, okay? Next, you got Josh Allen. I loved him. Mason Rudolph. I loved him. So, let's see how all these quarterbacks play. But Baker was not my cup of tea. At all. I'd rather would have taken Lamar over Baker. Even though Lamar's not my style of quarterback. Nor the Steelers' style. I wouldn't take him Baker. Alright guys, so that is my reaction to my Week 2 picks. 10-6. Let's go. Alright. I got a good feeling about my picks. Tomorrow it would be for Week 3. If you guys are excited for that, please either like your new channel, please hit the subscribe button and turn notifications on. I'll see you guys next video. Later.
Once I was 7 years old, Mama told me, go make yourself some friends or you'll be lonely. Once I was 7 years old.